welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I'm here with my co-caster Todd Habercorn. Todd, how are you today? We got an exciting matchup on our hands. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, we're in a technical. I think it was gold v gold, but Fury is now currently silver coming into this matchup against Animal House. I know they have tooled around with being a gold ranked team, I believe, or maybe not, because they are on a win streak here. 3 wins from Fury in their last 3 games, going up against Pac 1, Ember, and Rome. So not exactly slouch squads. They were close games as well against all 3 of those teams. So Animal House is sort of like their first real hard test, I feel like. Oh yeah, should be a spicy matchup. We are currently dealing with some tech difficulties. We have had a recent update to the game, and so some players are reverting to old builds, which is why we started a little bit late ourselves here. So we do apologize for that, but ideally we will have these tech issues sorted shortly. So if we do seem a little bit distracted right now, that may be the reasoning. But yeah, we can take a quick look at the active or at the rosters today for both squads. We do have over on Fury's side, War Within, Bald-Headed Evolution, GT4 to view, Crimson Analyst. No,
Catalyst.
It's not GT4 you to view. It's Get You to view. Unbelievable. Crimson Catalyst, Mobstar, and The Beast. That is Fury's roster. Over on Animal House, we have Green Theft. We have that 5. No, it's Get You to view.
Let me look at that.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is I had this discussion with Trip, I believe, on naming conventions because people use letters and not like Noman's got a 4, Sleepy's with 3.
Okay, you talked to Trip. I think I've talked to the guy, or at least Evolution. At least I've talked to Evolution because me and Evolution's are buds. It's GT4 because he owns a Mustang GT, so it's a GT for you to view.
Oh. That makes... So we should call him GT then, not GT4.
That's how I've always called him.
I think
GT4 is Gran Turismo 4, which is an entirely different game.
I know. I think most people call him GT4, so maybe that's something we can remedy within the caster group. All right. See, this is what we learn every day, man.
Maybe he'll answer. Maybe he'll answer to this, like in the thing, like he hear us or something, or afterward he'll just be really angry at us or whatnot. So you never know. People will get all offended with their names and come yelling at us, me and Knight, and yeah, and then we have to deal with that weight on our shoulders of
the Onward community social pressure coming down hard on us.
Yeah, peer pressure, man. Peer pressure is a very serious thing when it comes to casting. Something we always mention to our new recruits.
We have an active lobby. I think we're still waiting for some players to download the game, I presume.
We do have an active lobby. The game is starting right now.
Really? That's a problem, I suppose, for us here, since I don't see that lobby up.
Uh-oh.
Might have to pass the
Oh,
host
I
back
could
to you,
do the
so.
vocal commentary.
Let me restart my game, and maybe I can join you shortly.
Alrighty, are we doing the host?
Let me see if I can get into the lobby here.
Okay.
We'll do a quick restart, and if not, then we will pass it off to you.
Alright, but regardless, I'm gonna do vocal commentary like it's radio. 2 nades coming out into the middle. Don't find any of the Fury squad as they push up to the middle structure. This map is cargo, by the way, if we haven't already specified that. Evolution tries to go up onto the alleyway on the left-hand side. 2 smokes coming out of Fury's hands going on your objective as Green Theft Auto team kills Wicked Hex, bringing it down to a 4v5. And the play slows down a little bit as Animalhouse try to regroup themselves after a really tragic team kill coming out of Green Theft Auto. More smokes coming out onto objective. The utility is being spread out here over time. The Animalhouse still hold their ground. A flash nade goes high and does not find anyone.
I will be joining you next round, Todd.
Okay. And Evolution makes the move up to the containers. This is the... I don't even know what to call this objective. It's like the two garage objective. The north side objective. We'll just go with that. If people memorize that. War Within trying to find the pick on Green Theft Auto, but he is tucked in there too well. And Will-O-The-Wisp is emerging from the smoke. Mobstar gets caught out, but Green Theft Auto with the rotation catches out War Within. And Will-O-The-Wisp forces Mobstar to make the rotation where the Mr. Beast is. And actually a really good move coming out of Animalhouse, given the fact that they have completely cornered a good chunk of Fury.
What's the alive count on the team?
Well, currently, oh yeah, I should mention that. 2 on Fury and 4 on Animalhouse. It is looking really good for Animalhouse at this point.
And they are on the defense or offense?
Animalhouse is defending.
Okay. Yeah, apologies again for the tech difficulties. We're just getting the play-by-play by Todd. We have sorted out our lobby issues, so we will be going into round 2 once things are going, but for now we have the audio.
The Beast coming around the corner here, looking into the garage, might be able to find Lipinski, but no, Lipinski finds the Beast first as he was not looking in the right direction, bringing it down to a 1v4, Animalhouse's advantage. Evolution is the last man standing on Animalhouse. He is currently in a very exposed position. He has no cargo containers near him to defend from. And Animalhouse doesn't look like they're even going to send a guy out for him to pick off, so his only option is really to go in there and hope for the best, which, a team like Animalhouse, luck isn't really on your side. Begins to make his move up. Green Theft Auto is going for the rotation out of the building but back in. With only 2 minutes left on the clock here, Evo has time because he is close in proximity to objective, but he does choose to go for the far rotation to the other side, but it does make him exposed on the left-hand side. Green Theft Auto might be able to catch Evolution out here because Evo is not looking in that direction at all, but no, he chooses actually to rotate back onto objective, but it doesn't matter. Lipinski does find Evolution, giving Animalhouse the first round.
Our cue to pop into the lobby for round 2. Excellent play-by-play. And I guess now we can quickly go over the picked bands of today. I think you briefly touched on them though.
Yes, I memorized them. Don't worry. I got you. Okay. Animalhouse have banned Subway, even though they've played that map a lot recently, which, you know, you do yum. I don't have the stats up, so I can't speculate. Right. And Fury have banned Downfall, I believe.
Okay.
Once again, I have not looked at any of the stats, so I'm not speculating.
We are getting into round number 2 here on Cargo. Quickly adjust the scores here for you. And again, I apologize purely on my part, but we have sorted everything out in relative time. We're now here for the next round 2 of this first map. Did not go to Fury. That was my fault. Around to Animal House. Get everyone worked up.
We have a bias. Caster bias. Caster bias.
I know. Yeah. Psychologically, I'm looking for Fury. I mean, they are the underdogs, right? This is definitely their first time kind of coming up against a team of this caliber. You look at their play history. I don't even think they really faced off against even a G-Men. You know, like no one in this top 5 to 10 they've really had a chance at putting their fists up against. I suppose they've fought against Mob Squad and Gunning on Empty, who are definitely playing good this season, but Animal House.
Well, they have a chance to put their fist up to Animal House here as we go into round 2. And of course, Steven, on my side at least, being loud. I don't think we expect anything less of him, right?
No, not at all. We were over on Fury's side anyway, taking a gander at what they were up to. But you see Animal House getting aggressive. Wicked Head charging in, taking some shots out. They're pushing in quick as Baldheaded may find himself an early pick as he watches the doorway.
And a nice trade coming out of Green Theft and Baldheaded.
Surprised not to see any confirmed shots there. Maybe Steven did do that. And here comes the push from Animal House. 2 nades coming up and over. Some decent tosses to the backside if there was any defenders there, but everyone's relatively tucked in. Mobster goes down to Wicked Hex as more nades rain in towards objective. This is looking great for Animal House as they get danger close, and Fury are really getting run over here. Beast finds 1. Can he find 2? No, he does get Wicked as he holds on. Now he needs to get Evolution as a team kill goes in for Animal House.
Animal House and their team kills. It seems to be something that's very common on the team whenever at least I cast them.
Wow.
Maybe it's just something that they do when I'm around, you know?
Fury barely able to hold on to that one. They're lucky that Animal House went for the cap there against the cargo there. You know, as soon as Evolution went down, I think that Animal House thought they had cleared that inside area, so they were surprised to see Beast kind of stand up and take some shots. And if Beast had gone down, I mean, you know, that's obviously round for Animal House. Evolution's not getting picked up, but here we are into a 2v1 in favor of Fury trying to get this Volk round.
Yeah, that double trouble refrag definitely has worked really well for Fury so far, and may be able to get them their first point and keep the momentum going. Especially, you don't want to lose the momentum on the first map, especially on a map like Cargo where it's so skill-based that it becomes personal.
I mean, momentum is everything on Cargo too. If you can really come in hot, win that first round. If they had capped here, it just would have been a death sentence for Fury.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, caps on this map, like Cargo brings you back to like Onward basics. If people are capping on you on the basics, that's a personal statement.
Good moves from Lipinski. I don't know if you noticed that he threw a mag over to Evolution, trying to maybe force out some movement off of the sound of a item dropping next to him, but Evolution stayed still. Lipinski instantly grabs his rifle, picks up a quick kill in the center, and with 340 left, Lipinski might be able to take this one for Animal House if Evolution isn't prepared.
Evolution is an extremely strong player. He's incredibly skilled whenever you play with him, so this would be a great matchup because Lipinski's also a really strong player as well, especially when his internet is good, which it looks like it is right now, so...
I am seeing a smooth Lipinski as he does inch his way forward to the corner. Evolution's not peeking, and Animal House, with a final kill from Lipinski, take the lead 2-0. There's that momentum you're talking about.
Yeah, Animal House know how to take the early start and just roll with it. And the last thing you want to do is get Animal House happy.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially if you're fighting them. They just have that mentality. Like, nothing can stop them.
Yeah, they're dangerous to get focused too, though. When they really start to, they stop fooling around. They stop the loosey gooseness kind of gets thrown out the window, and they definitely start playing it pretty tight. So they have Animal House have definitely evolved as a squad to be a little bit more consistent instead of sort of a momentum-based team. So they're a little bit harder to beat now, and we'll see if Fury can do something on this next Marsoc round.
Well, if Fury wants to do something, they can't have drops happening. They currently only have 4 people on the roster right now, which means that someone dropped out, probably because of internet issues, but it's not something you really want when you're going up against a team of this caliber. I think it was... Let me see. I'm just trying to remember who was playing. Mobstar. It was Mobstar dropped.
Yeah.
Maybe they're cycling him out.
I don't know.
No, they're not.
Yikes. Maybe Fury are running a little low on players, clearly, as they do not get that. Okay.
The round reset was
Okay,
triggered.
good. I was concerned we were going to start 4v5.
I was like, oh.
You hear
Especially since cycling players around, because we are running the old version.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to
Which
do.
means-
You can't exactly just call someone from reservists to come in and join your game.
Yeah, we're going to be using a lot of timeouts.
We only got 2. I think one's already been used as well by one of the teams to download the game.
So who they get is who they got. Which is, and I think we've been talking about this before too. It's like, I actually feel like that the current update is actually league playable.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the maps that are in their current rotation are, yeah, there's nothing that's really changed there. Their performance, if anything, a little bit better. And I understand maybe not wanting to play brand new maps, but you know,
I don't think you can even play the brand new maps.
You both. I think you both
have to agree.
But I'm not even sure if that's. I think that's how it is. And the odds of both teams agreeing on playing a new map on a patch are it's never going to happen. You're gonna have to give at least 2 weeks time for that patch to become a solid enough for players to feel confident enough on new maps. But yeah, I agree. It's a stable build right now.
Probably the stablest build we've ever seen right off of an update.
Yeah, so interesting decision to kind of like you said, hamstring yourself into this old build business, because that's where we're at right now. There's no difference really. I mean, in core gameplay, I don't think there is, right? I mean, I could be wrong there. Has the shield changed?
No, the shield hasn't changed. Only major difference that I know of is that they have fixed the smoke mechanics.
Yeah, right.
So like silhouettes don't appear in the smoke anymore, which is good.
Yeah. You're kind of opting out of something that you would want fixed.
And I just played a game against Sinister Pride, and I actually, when we played Cargo, I played it like 100% with the shield, and the shield felt fine to me. And matter of fact, I had my best shield game, so I don't think anything's really changed with the shield either. So,
jeez, now we're missing one from Animal House.
Oh boy! But Mobstar is back.
That's good. Maybe everybody's just doing a quick little reset here. We've taken a little pause. I'm not sure if timeouts were used, but
I'm not going to blame them if they don't.
Yeah, as is the nature of an online league and messing around with builds, you give yourselves a little bit of breathing room.
Leeway. We're not referee Nazis here.
Yeah, I'm just here to cast some quality on.
Unless it's early Nates. Unless it's early Nates.
Some people argue with that. Some people think we should do this.
I mean,
I'm doing too much over here. I'm trying to provide you with quality, high energy content.
Here, I'll go get the stopwatch.
Oh, jeez.
You'll hear my phone go off after 15 seconds after every round. Like, it'll have a specific alarm saying, "You can use your nades now." Maybe I should do that.
Oh my gosh. You can live your own life.
Not on this Christian cast. We are the first line of defense for early. Well, I guess we're the second line of defense for catching early nades as casters, because the first line of defense is the team and their streams if they do stream. But since we're streaming, they're gonna rely on us. So it's kind of our responsibility, but I usually find most of the early nades like after when I'm watching back the cast is like, that sounded early.
Yeah, we are in a bit of a holdup if you are just tuning in. That's why we're still on the scoreboard. We're not missing any action. Animal House is missing one, though, so hopefully he'll be back in lobby shortly. Maybe file verification going on?
Could be, but it seemed like everyone's game was running fine. especially on Animal House.
Yeah, they were looking at me, but maybe I don't know. Maybe when they got to that push, something you know, who knows? They've thrown a lot of smokes, a lot of utility got tossed there. So I understand if maybe they're trying to verify the integrity of their files, as is commonly
Smokes
recommended.
have destroyed the game.
Yeah, seriously. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, but it could be another 10 minutes, ideally at most, before we get back.
You want to put money on how long it's going to take? I'll get my stopwatch out.
I don't know, is that legal? Are we allowed to bet? I don't think so.
They've been doing bets in like the donations.
I think it's fine for viewers. I think we have to maintain our caster integrity.
What integrity?
I know, right? I think we'll just leave you guys with some music for a bit while we see what's going on. We'll try and get some details, and I will report back to you guys shortly. Thank you for hanging out and joining us. Tech difficulties abound as we wait for Animal House's 5th with Animal House versus Fury. Don't go anywhere. Looks like we have all 5 on both sides, and we are not waiting any longer to dive into this action as we get into round number 3 of map 1. Things have just started here. I know it's been 30 minutes since the original start time, but tech difficulties have hindered us a bit as we're now into round 3, and Steven is getting loud.
Hey, look, I'm gonna buy wireless.
What else does he do? That's like his job.
Whoa, shit, now I'm busy. Alright, no, you're gonna get
Thank goodness we're not FCC regulated. Not be able to cast Steven.
Nope. He would get no airtime.
No airtime.
There's somebody moving on the other side. We can't go over to him, though. He's too loud and vulgar.
There's a 1v1 with Steven and this other guy, but we're going to watch this other guy the entire time from a distance.
Fury playing a bit of a slow strat, throwing a little bit of a curveball into the quick-paced match that has unfolded before us for these first 2 rounds. A bit of interesting move also after a long pause, not to just fling yourselves into the action and be patient coming in here. Kind of a nice move from Fury. We'll see if it throws off Animal House at all.
Yeah, especially when on a map like this where it's so inviting to rush.
Yeah.
Evolution and Wicked Hex here getting a little close for comfort.
Wicked's pretty
Evo
trained.
does have... Yeah, he's pretty trained on that doorway. He does have the backup from Mobstar, so Mobstar actually shoots first, but no, he actually shoots Evolution first, but Mobstar knows exactly where this is happening, and they trade.
Opens up the center for Bald-Headed to push in here, and now he's going to run into a couple of angles himself. Green Theft peeks the corner and catches one. And look at this Animal House defense, so on the back foot. They have Steven and Willow to kind of support Green Theft and Lipinski if need be, as they now start to rotate into some positions. And Green Theft's just getting real aggressive around this smoke. I think he was going to try and relocate it there for a second, but opted not to, as War Within kind of gets into a nice little spot.
Yeah, War's spot is gonna really stop Green Theft from basically moving anywhere beyond that line and laser that he has. It's just so open. You really can't rotate around unless you go on the other side, but now the Beast is actually securing that side as well. So, believe it or not, even though Green Theft has property, he's still boxed in.
2v4 for Fury has been a bit of a trend, at least in the few rounds we've seen here. We'll see if they can get themselves a couple of much-needed picks. Green Theft getting a little antsy might be one of the early ones.
I'm actually a little surprised because before we saw Fury doing really well when they slowed the gameplay down, but we've always been seeing them, at least on offense, it's just rushing in. And it's not working against Animal House because, ooh, nice pick coming from Green Theft Auto on War Within, but Animal House like to box in really tight. They will defend with all men on objective. And rushing in is just not an option when you have that kind of a defense.
Yeah, you end up getting sort of a bit of a chaotic explosion of kills around objective if you do try and push with a tight D like Animal House is here. And the Beast has opted for a slow roll as he inches his way up through the center, the last one alive for Fury in this 1v4.
Man, there are just no right answers to attacking this. And a nade comes out. I don't know if he got flashed there.
I think he did. He's standing, not advancing here. Willow's going to get an angle on him, completely exposed, and down he goes. The flashed Beast gets picked up by Will-O-the-Wisp and Animal House.
Going up 3-0.
They should, but the round's not ending.
Uh-oh.
Yikes on this lobby.
They kept triggering the... Well,
Yeah.
The good news is since we are casting, we can edit the scores.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to reset lobby. But it is a round win for Animal House, and I'm sure they're really confused. They think they got another round. They think they got another round. Minute 44 to defend. Someone else is still out there.
We should just have an interview while we had the last minute going on. Use the God mode talk, whatever not.
Oh, never.
Not legal, but hey, round's officially over, right?
If anything, the guys will notify them in Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Well, Willow's looking pretty lackadaisical right now. Just kind of slinging his gun around. But I think Green thinks otherwise. This is actually a really cool test of like psychological traits here.
Oh, we stopped. I took away the gameplay and went to the scoreboard.
Oh, man, you're missing out the best stuff.
No, they're missing out on nothing, quite literally. Nothing is going on, and nothing will go on for another 45 seconds as we just wait for this round to tick down. Probably do a lobby reset, so we're going to be a bit of another technical pause here. Just one round at a time as we chew away at this series. Animal House 3-0 on Cargo for this first map.
Yeah, Animal House are definitely running away with this map, and that's really the last thing you want them to do. Is because I don't know what it is about the culture of that team, but whenever they start thinking positively, they just go on a roll. And the hardest thing to do against Animal House is to actually get them to think negatively. We've seen them completely get destroyed, and they're still having the time of their lives.
Round timer does finally end. And I think we will do a lobby remake as we get into round number 4. Let my co-caster sort that.
Co-caster has a name, by the way.
We don't care. Todd will
No one does.
go sort it.
There we go. I'm not seeing anyone leave. I'm only
Yeah, no,
I only
you should go I'm
see.
telling you to go tell him, you know? Go do
Oh,
go
that's
sort
true.
it. As we patiently wait for round 4. Feels like transitioning to the old build for this game has caused us more problems than not, but it's the way it is. We're now missing another on the side of Volk. Fury down to 4 again.
So I have just chatted with the members of Animal House, and what they said they want to do is they want to get that final member of Fury back in, play the round, and then they're going to reset.
That doesn't make any sense, but I guess they want the same objective. I think they did get that final one back into the lobby for Fury, so no holdups there as we hop into round number 4. JK. Didn't look like everybody was ready up there. But we will be hopping into round number 4 of map.
Eventually.
Yeah, one day we'll get in there.
One of these days. I called off work the next day just for this cast.
Dedication.
Dedicate. Yep. Grit. True caster grit and integrity.
We had the false start, now is the real start, I think.
It wasn't a false start, it was just a test start.
Okay. Round 4. Officially starting now for map number 1. As Fury go on the defense, they wanted to have the same objective before maybe remaking the lobby, because clearly the lobby is a little bit bugged. We'll see how they do against Animal House now on the offense.
Fury moving up, taking as much real estate as they can, but Willow will find evolution right off the bat. Smoke's coming out as Wicked Hex finds Mobstar on the right-hand side. And Green Theft Auto finds War Within, thus securing that middle. And Animal House are running up to objective with only the Beast left to defend. This is not good. Oh, and Wicked is capping right now as we speak. The Beast is not doing anything.
Unsure what was going on there. But Animal House take the map 5-0, and I think if this trend continues, Fury might be in for a rough beating.
Ooh, yeah, no, not looking good. That is demoralizing, to say the least.
Tough way to lose your first map against a tough opponent. And like we were saying earlier, this is sort of Fury's first time going up against one of these top-tier teams. They've played against some very good squads. But now they're starting to get up into these gold-ranked teams, the Diamonds, the Masters, and we'll see if they can bounce back with a... Ooh, I don't even think it's their map pick either. So the second... I think that first map was Fury's map pick, as Animal House are away.
Yeah, and it's... Animal House is just one of those teams that are just... They're good on any map, really. So they won't care what you ban. They'll just play it. And kind of say, like, hey, this is our map now.
You see a lobby real quick, just so I don't mess around again?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
It's on Green Theft, I believe.
We'll restart the game. Because it's working perfectly.
I'll get the team set up whenever you're ready.
Oof. If you are just tuning in, you've missed a very quick first map, albeit one riddled with technical difficulties.
the best map.
Cargo. It went by real fast. Animal House with a cap to end it.
I think you should have said it as riddled with bullets and technical difficulties.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Could have phrased it better, huh?
Yeah, just I'm here to unlock your total potential, Knight.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Just looking out for you.
What is our second map, Todd, since you're in the lobby?
Our second map is, drum roll please. I'm not gonna bang my desk because that would sound really bad, but it is Bazaar.
Keeping it relatively close quarters. We'll see how Animal House, what sort of strats they go with.
Well, it's still close quarters, but it's a lot more tactical because it's a much larger map with close quarter combat. So you can choose where to go and attack from, choose which way you want to attack. And maybe this might be where Fury comes out a bit. And potentially take the map, thus forcing map 3 and keeping us casters on our toes.
Yeah, I would love to see I'd love to see this go to map 3, and I'm ready for those names when you are. As we hop into round number 1 of map number 2. We're not quite yet to that map 3. We got to have Fury take this one. Can you re-say those team names, please?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Go. We get into the action round number 1, map 2.
My apologies, I did him before.
Just in time, too, as Bald-Headed gets a quick kill here. The fast spawn on the east side for Animal House. Gets Bald-Headed also in some trouble as Green Theft catches him down the crack. Bald-Headed goes down that exposed lane, and a good move from Animal House to get a quick refrag. Now we're into a 4v4.
Yeah, those callouts from Steven were so crucial in making that play happen. Green Theft just knew exactly where it was going to happen, when it was going to happen, and Steven confirmed that idea in his mind, and he just committed to it.
Got Evolution in an interesting spot. He's managed to get across the street and catches Willow trying to rotate. Now he might have some decent eyes over towards Green Theft if he decides to choose so and look there, and he is rotating.
Yeah, any experience with Willow in a pub lobby, he will be the flanker guy. So that's a really good move coming out of Evolution there to kind of predict that kind of a move out of Animal House.
Yeah, definitely watching their footage and aware of what sort of strats Animal House are capable of. Interesting to see them take the advantage on Animal House's map choice. See how long that lasts. The Beast might be getting into a fight soon here in the front.
Evolution might need to start thinking about coming back to objective soon. Keep in mind, this is the Coyote objective, and there are effectively 4 different spots that are separate from each other where you can cap on here. Because you got the upstairs caps and the downstairs caps.
Moving in. Speaking of downstairs caps, Green Theft's here. Mobster, pad out isn't even gonna move. He hears footsteps. Green Theft's charging upstairs to take out Mobster, but Mobster, a nice rotation, catches him on the stairs. Steven's here on the corner. He can cap right if he just pushes
a lot of
little
noise.
bit. Yeah, Mobster's not going to push out and check, though. He thinks it's a friendly?
Well, he just took his tablet out, so he knows that no one's around him. Steven catches Evolution. A massive pick, because that frees up so many different areas for Steven. I don't think Steven knows that he can cap upstairs.
I don't think he can cap... Yeah,
Not
I don't
there,
think
but
he has to go to the other upstairs, but...
You can cap in that in the building he's in. If you go to the far left room on the top stairs, you can cap in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got this free
Mobster
and
is
easy.
checking the wrong place. There is a window over there that he can see through into the other building, but it doesn't really provide that much of a vantage point. And Steven, his butt might stick out of a wall, but Mobster has no clue where Steven is. And that is not the case you want to be in when you know someone is on objective.
Steven finally going to cap. Yes, he is. I think now he's got pad out, and he is going to start to enter the kill
going
there.
up the building. Mobster's going up. Will he see Steven on objective?
He doesn't full check it. Wow.
No, and Lipinski is nearby. Will Lipinski prevent Steven's cap?
He does! You hear the upset tone in Steven's voice. I mean, to Steven's fault, he took his time. He could have kept that minutes ago. You know what I mean? He was up there for a while.
Probably people in chat like keeping track of how much time he had.
It was a lot. It was a long. It was more than a minute at least up there on that second story, but. You know, unfortunate for Animal House, fortunate for Animal House. Either way, they take the round and keep their undefeated streak going so far in this series. 6 unanswered points against Fury.
Can we ask Buxton to put the Benny Hill theme into our casting deck? So we could just play that for instances like these? Because
I don't know.
I feel like
do we have the copyrights
that would be
on that?
perfect. Everyone's using it nowadays. I don't think they're keeping track.
We'll get a
we'll get like a we'll get like a
weird
Costco wholesale
Yeah.
version. Just some dude like jamming on a saxophone.
It'll be similar to if you saw the VR Respawn bit where Rowdy played the recorder for one of his. It'll be kind of like that. We'll have somebody playing the recorder for the song.
Yeah, he played it because of someone's antics. I wonder who that could be.
My co-caster, maybe.
He is a bit of a wild card.
We don't like to say his name around these parts.
No, especially his full name. No one ever says that anymore.
Well, it's his fault for making it, you know, in the first place.
That is true. To be fair, he didn't think about becoming like a career
public
caster
figure.
capable. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to hear us ranting anymore as Animal House take that early lead and go on the defense. We'll see how Fury are feeling emotionally here. We get into round 2.
So much more potential for their lead, though. They had a whole other point potential. But now Fury have the potential to do the exact same thing, but knowing Animal House, they're probably all just going to cram in that building. We've seen tight defenses out of them.
Really fast push up here from Baldheaded, checking that corner. Very risky considering the angles that can be held there to observe that. And a nade coming in from Steven. A quick toss. Not going to be quite where he wanted it. I think he wanted to get it a bit more down the lane. Instead, it kind of got caught up by that wall, and Baldheaded is safe.
Baldhead, I think, is going to counter frag or do something.
Like a flash in his hand.
I'll have to look closer. I think that's a frag. That's a frag.
Yeah, you're right. Frag comes out. Team kill goes in. Stevens tucked himself back, but he gets picked up by Evolution. And that res is still available off the team kill, so Warwithin can get picked up. And that's really just a little bit of miscommunication there. The Beast maybe just not paying attention to his pad. Kind of just getting a little bit disconnected from how his team was advancing because he was so far back.
And the Beast is Fury's newest pickup that is currently on the team. So it could just be, you know, getting used to who everyone is. And he is actually European, too. So I don't know if he's played with any Euro teams before, but we all know that the European teams have a slightly different play style compared to North American teams. So it could be a combination of things. At least that's what his VRML site says. He could just be some dude putting a flag.
Yeah, right.
We
Bald-headed
do know
the center here over the top of Wicked Hex. Nades coming in, not landing on anybody, and Animal House is pretty tucked in. Will-o'-the-Wisp may get into some action here on the north side sometime soon, since that north push is coming from Mobstar and Evolution.
One down.
Pinsky finding Mobstar off the back porch. Pretty crucial as it brings it down to a 4v4 now, officially.
Interesting flash downstairs. I'm not sure if he maybe thought he heard something or a little bit nervous to push that, but...
On this objective, you could never be too sure that it's safe because people can do some pretty crazy stuff on it. There are just so many points to cap on. It's almost like it's just in the middle of nowhere, but you can't see anything. There's a million different ways to approach it.
Talk about crazy moves. You can kind of talk about what Evolution's trying to do here as he inches his way forward. I think he wants to sort of sneak up on Lipinski, just like Lipinski's worried about. But Will-O-The-Wisp is here covering this angle. As Green Theft picks up Bald-Headed in the center, it's going to come all down to this backside. Evolution getting picked up by Willow. Now we're down into War Within. Who else is with him? The Beast on the other side of the map.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the map, but anyway, he's on the right side of the map. I get my directions confused sometimes. I apologize, but he is in a good position. He doesn't have the backup though.
I don't think they have the utility either, although the Beast should have some frags and smokes available. I don't know if you know, he'll need at least 2 smokes and some smokes followed up with War Within to really be effective there.
The current best. Oh, and a nice pick coming from the Beast. Yeah, I think the Beast's best option right now. Oh, and a nice. Oh, it was only a flash. Willow getting a nice pick on War Within.
Yeah, I think
with an awesome nade train.
I think the pin pull cost him his life because Willow pushed out from his corner position there to grab War Within.
Very brave of Willow as well, especially with how people are cooking nades nowadays. They're just getting him spot on.
Into a 1v3 for the Beast. He's got a lot to do, but he can't quite get it done as Lipinski catches him on the corner, and Animal House go for 7 unanswered points and take the lead 2-0 on map 2.
Yeah, something's gonna change for how Fury is approaching stuff here, because believe it or not, Fury's like Fury and Animal House are pretty closely ranked.
Yeah, Fury's been playing really good. Like they beat Pack 1, beat Ember, they beat Rome. You know, they're on a 3-game win streak. Oh, sorry, 4-game win streak. They also beat Kingsman. Their most recent loss going back to Rome. So obviously maybe some progression here going on the last few weeks. And now up against Animal House, it's a good learning experience at the very least. You know, you're getting to see just sort of how tough these strats are to crack through against a team like Animal House, and they require proper smokes, pre-planned strategies. You know, you got to know where your team is at all times, and it takes a lot to take down a gold tier team and higher. I think maybe Fury are finding that out right now the hard way.
And Fury did have a leadership change this season. They did lose Snakebite as he joined Space Force, so maybe that is a contributing factor to this, where, you know, new strats are coming in and the team are just not really sure what to do with them.
They obviously watch footage so they can come back and take a gander at where they may have gone wrong in their pushes, in their advances. Try and remedy that. You obviously see them utility trying to be utilized here. You know, they want to use flashes and nades. That seems to be the actual preferred choice over any smokes for the offense, and we'll see how Animal House attack as we go into round 3. I mean, do you think they're looking cap? I mean, they got to be thinking cap here.
Oh yeah, Animal House are almost always thinking cap. They're just that kind of a team, you know. They don't care. They do care.
They do care. There's I don't know. It is, yeah, I know what you mean.
They do care, but they don't. Yeah. It's not. This game isn't their life, but they just happen to be really good at it.
I think they are. I mean, Animal House as a team also is very seasoned. They've played so much together. As soon as that pick went down from Lipinski, Wicked Hex calling out to the team, let's push. The smokes instantly come out from everybody onto objective. And now you got a little bit of a firefight up north. One's being stuck up there. War Within, not exactly in a great spot as Mobstar kicks down Wicked Hex before he can get anywhere towards objective. He might find another one as Green Theft pushes in.
Opts to go for the top. We might see the drop-in kill here. Oh, but no, actually, he doesn't even double tap it. Green Theft is going for the cap.
And this is a bit.
And Mobstar isn't even radioing it.
Yeah, this is Fury defense being just a bit too spread out. You know, they really trusted their defense inside objective to do what they were supposed to do. The problem is, though, is if they don't, then you will lose the objective just like they did. They had two defenders on opposite sides of the map, on the east and the west, that had no chance of getting anywhere close to objective in time. And you'll see teams position people to defend the east and the west, but very rarely that far away, just because that push is possible. And Animal House now takes the series.
They might have been anticipating a far 5-man push on either side.
Sure.
But they did not anticipate the mid push at all. And that's what cost them. They haven't scored a single point here. I'm going to reiterate that.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a weird bug on my scoreboard, but it is a total of 9-0 in points right now for Animal House. 5-0 on Cargo with the cap, and now that cap there, 4-0 on Bazaar. Now we're going to Suburbia, keeping things close quarters because Animal House's map pick, that's obviously what they're going to want to do after winning those two maps like that, so it's going to be another tough one for Fury, most likely.
This is an Animal House map. I think this is probably the most practiced map, so this is definitely going to be
a tall order.
Challenge for Fury. Yeah, tall order for Fury, and there's a lot of room for improvement, but this could be the map to see that.
It's really a wide range of skill throughout the league, and I think that's what makes it really kind of fun to play in. I think that's why you see teams come back season after season, because each season you progress, you get a little bit better. You know, now Fury has done a great job of kind of climbing through the silver ranks. They're starting to get up into the gold fights. They're going to be facing more teams like this, you know, as they get deeper into the season, if they keep up how they're playing. And it's just another level of gameplay. There's different levels throughout the league, and diversity makes it fun, but it also makes it challenging.
Yeah. And it also makes it really challenging to move up now, because the competitiveness of all the teams has kind of like come together skill-wise. So we're seeing a lot more matchups.
Really good teams fighting up against each other, and yeah, you're getting a lot of teams both good at rushing and being slow facing off against each other and having some great matchups. Fury here getting a little aggressive as Green Theft catches one. A cooked nade comes up and over, bit too far and not cooked enough as a refrag coming in.
Too much hot sauce.
No nades.
More nades coming out on the 30-second mark. All legal. Steven finds evolution. Will the Wisp still has control over that really crucial middle house. I think he's only going to be challenged by the Beast, but he has spoken, so he will be giving away his position. Might not exactly be sure that the Beast is there, but Willow is a very clever player.
Oh, checked the pad at the wrong time.
Wrong time.
Ooh, Beast almost goes down from the crossfire from Lipinski, though, as he just tucks and gets into some cover. We're into a 3v4 now. Animal House in the advantage. I don't think they've been at a disadvantage in body count the entire series.
I think only once, but then Animal House brought it back.
You're right. Yeah, it was Lipinski, I think.
Yeah, Lipinski got like a double or something.
Uh-huh.
The Beast is about to square off with Green here in the middle. Oh no, Green actually chooses... Well, it might still happen.
Oof.
Now's the time for the Beast to tie it up and give Fury a 3-3. But Baldheaded has other ideas as he ties it up and makes it a 3-3.
Mobstar grabs Wicked Hex. Green Theft's feeling maybe the pressure, the heat starting to converge around him. Objective is inside the garage as the smokes from Mobster come out, and Green Theft's now getting into a nice position behind this bunker as he grabs Mobster and pulls it back into a 2v2.
Oh, and a flash goes short. He doesn't follow up on it, but maybe because he knew it went short.
Lots of flashes coming out. That seems to be the utility of choice for a lot of the players here in this series, as Green Theft checks Carport and finds Bald-Headed. Animal House now into the 2v1, keeping the advantage in players as the Beast has his eyes trained in here to where Green Theft is.
He finishes it off with the doorway shot.
Good couple of moves there. How many kills is that from Green Theft? Yeah, 4 kills on that round.
Nearly a squad wipe. Impressive. Most impressive.
Yeah.
I believe it's how the quote goes. Need to rewatch those movies.
I'd also be a bit surprised if we did take the full time between rounds here, considering Animal House is now 10 unanswered points on the series. And if you are just tuning in, there's other action going on. We should have been bringing this up throughout, but we've been kind of riddled with just trying to get the game to run smooth. There's action over on Master League 1 and Master League 3 right now, so the game's already over here. No harm, no foul if you want to check out how the other series are starting to go. Maybe they're on map 1. I think they've just started map 1 on Master League 1, so if you want to go check out that game. What is that game? Let's go.
I'm working on it.
I got it. I think we can figure it out. It is SMC versus Legionnaires.
That's a good match.
Yeah, that is going to be something. You know, you can learn something there as War Within finds 1. Maybe Lipinski can learn something here. Wicked Hex is trained in as he catches him in a trade. A lot of kills going out here. Fury down to 3.
Animal House just as well. Steven finds War Within, giving his team the advantage. The Ballhead actually finds Steven on the refrag, so it's back down to a 2v2. Ballheaded gets caught in the back of the playground by Will-O-the-Wisp.
Now we're going to push on objective. Mobster tries to catch Green Theft. He lands the shots, but Green Theft quickly ducks behind cover, pops back up, secures himself the kill. 7, jeez. They don't even need the other players right now. It's just it's Team Green Theft winning the Suburbia round.
Yeah, Green Theft is an extremely strong player. He's one of the Animal House old guard. So he's very well practiced with the team. He knows how Willow and Steven play because he's played with them for years now. Their communication's probably almost subliminal at this point.
Definitely a good learning opportunity for Fury. Always good to come back and, I mean, that's you learn the most when you go back and watch the VODs on how you lost, you know, because then you get to see where your strategies failed, what points you need to sort of touch up on and hone in. And I'm really curious to see how Fury bounces back for their next week's matchup, and I'm curious who they'll be going up against. So we might keep our eyes on that squad for next week as well. Shenanigans going on back there. Non-FCC regulated shenanigans are going on over there, folks.
This is, I think we should have done 3 for this one. Onward Master League 3. The Ocho. Yeah. I think Animal House should always be Onward Master League 3.
Kill going in early, though, for Fury. Lipinski quickly answering back with a refrag. A nade coming in, not going to catch out the Beast. I think it does land the flash, though. That's a good double there for Lipinski. He's still somehow alive behind this wood as he gets tagged by Baldheaded. Evolution also got his eyes trained on him. Baldheaded goes down. Evolution goes down. Lipinski's putting the team on his back this round as he looks for the final kill. Can he get the full wipe?
Oh, no.
No, he can't. War Within denying him the squad wipe, but Green Theft had to get a word in edgewise as he finds a kill. And Animal House pushed their lead 3-0. This is 12,
match
11,
point.
yeah, match point and 11 unanswered points on the side of Animal House.
Not good.
Well,
not good for Fury.
They happen every once in a while. You'll see a 12. You know, it's been a while. To your point, Todd. It's been a while since we've seen 12-0s and you know, any real offers come in the league, because I think that the squad skill level overall in the league has sort of really become not at a standstill, but they're getting very much more equal in skill level.
It could be that there's like a skill, like kind of like a threshold that's being reached by the top teams. Like Global Chem could be there, and then SMC and Danglers and Blaze are working their way up there now, and then they're gonna be followed by Mayhem. But like, you get what I mean? Like everyone's kind of compressing down to the top tier, but
Yeah.
Global Chem are like constantly at the cutting edge of it.
Yeah, I think you eventually you can only be so good at the game, but because it's VR, I think that there's a lot of room to be good at the game. You know what I mean? Your shot and how well you aim and being quick with your reflexes and all of that are a huge factor.
There's a very human aspect to it, which is why I really enjoy this. I come from like, spectating Rocket League a lot, where it's like just dirt.
Yeah.
It's a very different esport.
Got an early push coming in from Evolution, not successful. Green Theft quickly taking him down. The smokes are in from Animal House, and they are good, denying vision into the park as Green Theft kills Steven as well. And revives him also. Good smoke from Willow. Catches Mobster out on the rotation. He's on objective now. Or within, denying him the ability to cap from the two-story. Nades coming in towards objective, over towards Wicked Hex. Don't
Wicked
quite
is
land.
on objective.
So is Steven. So is Green Theft.
It's a cap race. Who will get it?
I think it's going to be Wicked Hex here as he punches in the code ever so slowly behind the sandbox. Is bald-headed, denying him.
The Pinsky running security. But it doesn't matter. Green Theft finds bald-headed and secure a shutout for Animal House. Oh,
Not what I was expecting coming into this series. I mean, okay, it was potentially a possibility in my mind. Because looking at the scoreline, I knew Fury hadn't faced off against a team at this caliber of skill level yet. But I wanted to see what would happen. Clearly, Animal House bringing it in hot and heavy. I know the scoreboard's bugged here, but Cargo 5-0, Bazaar 4-0, and Suburbia 4-0. As Todd said, a shutout for this squad. So we said it before, we said it again. It's a good learning experience for Fury.
and a perfect game for Animal House.
Yeah. Repeat whatever you did here today, because it was the pacing was great. And maybe less tech difficulties, but that's unmanageable. I think we're going to wrap it up here because we got more action we want to send you guys to. There's action on Master League 3 and Master League 1. We're going to be sending you to Master League 1, the SMC versus Legionnaires matchup. Your caster will be sleepy over there, so we'll be dropping you off there right after this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Todd, do you have any final words?
No, actually.
Yeah, not much to say. Not much to say after this one. Yeah, no, I hear you out on that. We'll wrap it up here. Head on over to vrmasterleague.com/Onward if you want to know when all the games are going to be cast and by who and on what channel. You can also follow the Twitch, Twitter, or Facebook links. Also, YouTube's there if you want to watch old VODs. And also the Discord. To get involved, to join the Discord, you can join the league, become a reservist, all sorts of things on the site, vrmasterleague.com/Onward. That is going to be it for us here on Master League 2. We're going to send you over to Master League 1 where more action's going on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. More Onward coming your way. My name's NightFiree with 2 E's. My co-caster, Todd F. and Habercorn. Good night, everybody.
How dare you?